Okay, welcome back to the graveyard. So we've got these random sets of random sets of letters, rather. I don't think they're random. They're just, I don't know how to solve. It's a lot of the same letters. Or a lot of common letters, the most common used in a lot of words. Vowels and then RHLT, or RHLT, I forget what the other ones are, but like, yeah. So I don't think it's like a transposition puzzle. We already opened the thing, right? That's where we got the that's, yeah, we just got the ruby. Okay. I don't know what this would even go to. Maybe we go further in and just see. Did we get everything here? I think we just go in further. Maybe it's relevant. Alright, what do we have? Yeah, it's still further in. Xavier J. Hornhog ran for mayor right off a cliff. Lucky Vinnie Pike. It's bound to run out sooner or later. Oh, he's not dead. Okay. Gina Slapradish. Ate too many wasps. Hazel Batchley embroidered herself to death. That's impressive. That one guy, you know the one, yeah, him. Red Haggins, the most strikingly rat-faced man any of us had ever seen. Sanrietta Minkleston tried to eat a live eagle on a dare. The ground here seems reasonably soft. Alright. Looks like the eagle knocked out all of her teeth on its way down. Got an item, handful of loose teeth. Boy, I sure love looting graveyards for teeth. Are you an enemy? No, it doesn't seem like it. This skeleton doesn't seem particularly threatening, apart from being a general reminder of your own mortality. Talk to him. Hello? Who are you? My name's Bernard, but shh, lower your voice, they'll hear us. Who, the cultists? Shh, yes. Not a fan? They're reanimating dead people's skeletons. I don't want to be reanimated, it sounds terrible. They're horrible. Can you imagine having to walk around without your skin on? How embarrassing. Not to mention cold. Sure. Well, plus, I mean, dying's hard enough. Who wants to come back to life when you've got used to being dead, right? I could see that. Please, can you do something? I don't want them to find me. Okay, I'll let you know when it's safe. Great, thanks. I'll just hang back here until the coast is clear. Sure thing. I assume the cultists are over this way. Okay, so this is the end of the graveyard. Paulette Tewksbury died of a disease we don't have a name for yet. Based on the contents of the coffin, you'd have called it exploding skull syndrome. Skull chips. Pearletta Fink. Territorial scoffing champion. Born in 1599. What is with the dates here? Okay, whatever. You're not going to get past this barrier of whirling bones without, well, making it so there's no barrier of whirling bones here anymore. Well, I have more than enough stats to do that, which is fascinating because I have to assume this is going to be escalating, right? Because we're in an air, like, I don't know, I don't want to assume too much about the level demands and things. You know, that really puts into perspective that we've got a couple of these other objectives that require me to have, like, incredibly high stats. Because that really suggests that they're not grading the entire thing based on the level you should be when you get to it. it's more of a... You can come back to this later, but then that really implies they should have a much more robust quest tracking system. I don't know, especially with a game that is so text heavy, you'd hope that would be a thing. Alright, well, I'll shoot them, I guess. Draw your pistol and deftly shoot the floating bones into bits that are too small to float. Nothing to it. Alright, that was easy. I wonder if I put on the... Oops, nope. That's not what I want to do. If I put on the hat... What will they say? Susan Boingstrom, buried with her treasured collection of dog ears. I don't like that. These cultists look like they're barely maintaining control over that skeleton. Well, I don't think it's going to be relevant. So, oop, nope, nope, nope. Let me put this back on. Wait and see what happens. Hide behind a tombstone and wait. After a few moments, the skeleton wrests itself from the cultist's control and goes on a rampage. Bones and teeth fly everywhere, and none of them belong to the skeleton, if that gives you any indication of how the fight turns out. Seemingly satisfied with the carnage it has caused, the skeleton scratches something into the ground and then shuffles off to the south. Well then, alright. There's a black book on a pedestal here. Frightening topics in NextMax. Getting smarter about NextMax means being able to summon skeletons who are smarter at doing what you say. Gives you the raised skeletal thrall skill. This is what the skeleton wrote. Must be its name? Grutch. Fed room, nothing but left but boots and teeth. Penicula Wackersley. Nice lady, but a really unfortunate name. Or, oh, not Penicula. Peninsula? Why does that look like it's spelled wrong? I don't think that's how you spell peninsula, like the geographic feature. Nothing here but 3 bedrolls and a single stale smell. This is a hastily constructed, very shallow privy. Requires stench resistance. Well, you know me, I'm all about stench resistance and getting into filthy things I shouldn't be getting into. Investigate. You open the door and dig around in the detritus. Find a little square of yellow paper. You got an item. Sticky note. I don't want to know why it's sticky. Please don't make a joke about why it's sticky. This is a sticky note with a magic word written on it. Poor security practice. It's an IT joke. Okay. The note says abracadabra. That's got to be important. You stick the note into your journal. I should check that out. Alright, so it just adds that information, nothing particularly new. I gotta stop pressing that button. Well, it said he went to the south, so maybe we're gonna go fight a bunch of skeletons now? I am kind of concerned what might have been different if I had interfered instead, but... I also would imagine that if I was competent at NextMax, they would also... That also would have gone differently. I just remembered I needed to go back and deal with this guy. I took care of them already. Great, phew, that's a load off my mind, let me tell you. Here, you can have this worry stone. I don't need it now. Got an item, worry stone. This rock has a hole rubbed in it by incessant worrying. Fidgeting with it will stop you from looking so anxious all the time. This item goes in your offhand. Moxie. That reminds me I had this. Okay. I don't really need the extra Moxie right now. I'm just gonna go back to the horseshoe, but good to have. Do you have anything else to say? No. Alright. Where did the summoned skeleton go? And why are those guys so incompetent at their jobs? Isn't that their whole shtick? I still don't know what that other puzzle is about. Well, I don't see any sign. Is there anyone? Anything? I think there's just nothing left here, which is, except for whatever that puzzle was. But I already opened those things, so I don't know. Maybe it'll come back later. All right. Well, what was the West Pole again? I don't remember. Grim-looking cowboy rides up and blocks your path. Hold it. This area is full of cows, and I can't let you go any further. It ain't safe for regular folks. You all go ahead and turn back now. Well, thanks for the warning, but what if I refuse? I'll use force if I gotta. You gonna ensure my safety by beating me up? I recognize the conundrum, but that's the times we're living in. Trick him. No time to talk. There's a whole herd of cows coming this way right now. What? Move it, man. They'll be coming over the hill in a matter of minutes. The cowboy pulls out a pair of binoculars and scans the horizon. After a moment, he turns to say he doesn't see anything, but you're already gone. Oh yeah, the rocks. Did I just skip everything when I interacted with this before? I'll whisper to it. Why? Oh, maybe not. Okay. Maybe later. Alright, I think we've exhausted pretty much everything. We could just beeline it for the... Yeah, let's just go straight to the military cemetery. You encounter a goblin chef out harvesting produce, by which I mean knocking lumps off a cactus. It gives you some real side-eye when it sees you. Or, hey, you human, to keeping away from these lumps that are mine, or maybe I am cooking you instead. What? You goblins don't people to eating, do you? Haha, no, gross. Did I say something? I did saying that to scare you away. Did you scared? Geez, a little, yeah. Nice. Talk to it. So what's cooking? Lumps. Okay then. Trick them out of their lumps. Wait, no, not these lumps. Huh? Why not these lumps? Poison lumps these are. I am cooking for many times, knowing very well which lumps are poison. Looking here. You receive an unexpected lecture on which lumps are and are not poisonous. Huh, well, alright. Well... Alright then. Burial plots, eternal flame. There's a shovel here. Presumably if I didn't have one yet, I could pick it up. Poke around the investigate the caretaker shanty. You poke around in the shed. The caretaker appears to have been shirking his duties for quite a while now, judging by the dust and cobwebs. Look at the tools. Well, tool singular. There's a shovel here. Since you already have a shovel, you leave it alone. It's not like you'll be able to dig twice as fast. I did just notice something weird. I don't know if this is going to get picked up in the video after well, after it's compressed by recording and then compressed again by YouTube's horrible compression. This text, this line of text here is rendered differently than the one below and the one above, which makes it look like an image because it's kind of fuzzy. Anyway, same with this one. Continue to poke around in the shed. Look under the chair. Like all chairs owned by one guy, it has years worth of lint and food crumbs underneath it. Gross. Scope out the desk is covered with old paint-splattered newspapers and features a large collection of tiny jars of paint, as well as a jar of fine-tipped brushes, a can of thinner, and a stack of history books. Okay, so he's doing miniature painting for the, like, war game thing that's going on at the base. Check out the flyers tacked to the wall. You find a flyer for Military Reenactment Enthusiast Society. Apparently they meet regular at Fort Memoriam. Maybe that's where the caretaker went. Interesting. Maybe we should just go straight there. That's one of the places we already went, I think. But maybe we should check that out before we go in. Okay, maybe we'll check that out next time.